are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the New York Jets and the Houston Texans. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They'll go back to Edwards on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talked about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Now left side on the swing pass. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll make it second down.
Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
From midfield, here's Brady. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. On first and 10, here's Brady. And he will find Davis. That's complete. That he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. First and 10. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On first and 10, it's Hall. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing, Mills. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Mills. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to make it 4th down. They'll go. It's Gibson. And this will be a Texans first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A 1st down throw for Mills. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. On the counter, it's Edwards. Room here to run. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Play action now. Mills. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. On 1st down, right back to Hall. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Brady's throw complete there to Moore. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Here's Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Play fake, Mills.
And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time.
And the Jets will take over.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Had 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do, beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
He's got it to Collins, complete.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 22 yards there, 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And it's a touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Texans are back within a score.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 6. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe
they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go.
A gain of 32 that time. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Hall want to give up the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Mills' throw taken in by Collins.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
65 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in his first half.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mills. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Mills to Cooks there, and that connection good for a Houston 1st.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run, as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Curtis Samuel, 47 yards.
And the Texans have got it back to within a score.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. We haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. In motion comes the tight end left. Brady now to throw. This one caught by Davis. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Mills to throw it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through the completion there. Now drive they started with good field position is facing 4th down.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing on 1st down, it's Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Getting the football to Davis on an out route. Only able to gain a couple there. And it'll be 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Brady going to go on 4th down. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Straight ahead is Hall. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9. Brady got it. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Brady now on 1st down. Open man here is Conklin. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyler Conklin with his 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this. And I think the ball's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. Extra point attempt to follow here. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans. Right at the 30. Looking to throw is Mills. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They go play action. Mills.
That's Samuel caught left side. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
There's a ball thrown right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
67 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Here's Hall again. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Jalen Petrie coming up to bring him down.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is... Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
On second down, a run with Hall.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Hall.
And some room to work. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Texans 14. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Off the play fake, Mills.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Mills to the air again. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Now Mills. Got a man. It's Collins complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Mills on 3rd and 2. Open man there. It's Collins complete.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things down.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away.
Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on the stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll give to Hall. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Hall. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I put the word big in capital letters here. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
This is taken at about the 14. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And the Texans will take over.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Decent start there to the drive. Big hill to climb, needing 2 touchdowns, also a 2 two-point conversion.
So, partner, how do you eat an elephant?
I don't eat an elephant. Who eats elephant?
But if you do it one bite at a time. Okay. That's the way they've got to play this. One play at a time. Yes, there's urgency. They have to be careful as well.
Let's go with like a 50-ounce ribeye.
Yeah.
One bite at a time.
All right, I'm with you.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
A first down throw for Mills. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Mills now looks to throw on first down.
Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
On play action, Mills.
And he will find his man, Samuel. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Play fake, Mills.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Brady going to look to throw.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
A handoff for Hall.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear.
Ain't no one taking. It's all a part of the process.